is Aaron from Mobile Rail Workers Union, and what we are doing today is I am going to make a safety video highlighting safety hazard at Mobile Rail which has not been addressed by OSHA. Right now, the particular safety hazard I'm going to show you today is how we load sand in our sand tower. Okay, now we're about to drive over to the sand tower right now. The process for putting sand in the sand tower, it has been complained about for quite some time. But what I decided to do is, in conjunction with some of the other workers, was we filed the complaints, with OSHA. OSHA came out, audited them, and told them what was wrong with the towers and gave them a deadline to fix it. Mobile Rail has not decided to, they still have not complied and fixed the towers or changed the process on how we load things into the tower. Now, we all have met, and we're currently trying to make a deal with Mobile Rail where we have a joint safety committee with Mobile Rail where the workers meet with management and we meet together and we discuss safety issues together and come up with solutions together. And by doing that, it will prevent us having to go to OSHA, FRA, or DOT. Management can head this stuff off before it happens, and we work together to fix the problems or come with, some temporary solutions. Like, okay, we're going to fix it 3 months later. For right now, can you change your procedure, this A, B, or C, until we get these things fixed? Mobile Rail does not want to meet with us, and have a joint health and safety committee. They don't want to do it. So, being that it's been 7 months since the complaints have been filed and they've gotten their warnings, and they got citations and they got fined, we're going to show you today that they haven't fixed it, and I'm going to put this video up. This video is going to go to OSHA, and we're going to put it up, and we're going to take this video down once Mobile Rail actually fixes and addresses this problem. So what I'm going to show you is a very dangerous procedure. It's extremely dangerous. And then I'll explain to you, what it is that OSHA said needed, what some of the violations actually are. All of the locations, we are required to climb this ladder all the way to the top to check the sand levels. At Global 2 in North Lake, the ladder is not secure and it wiggles and shakes when you try to step on it. We are now required to step off of our ladder and place our foot wherever we can find it. There is no fall protection tie-off system. The ladder can be one of the potential tie-offs, but it has not been rated for a fall, and the lanyard is not long enough for us to access all areas of the roof. For an appropriate tie-off system, there should be multiple tie-offs and a training procedure in place. Now I'm on the roof. The roof is not a workspace. Some of the roofs of the truck are very thin and are buckling, and in some cases, like MRS4, has holes in the roof. The roofs are not made to handle daily human weight, and we can fall through on some of the trucks. Now look at this photo where Sabo is showing the hazard from another angle. You can see how the sand tank could possibly be accessed from inside the truck if it is built properly. To be fair, they addressed this issue with one of the trucks. MRS10 had holes in the roof, and after OSHA's first audit, the box was rebuilt so we can access the sand from inside the box of the truck instead of climbing the tower like Spider-Man. For MRS10, the hazard was eliminated. Truck built over 8 years ago, so a worker would not have to do this dangerous process, and that is truck number MRS2. We have told them to build all of their trucks like MRS2 back when we used to have actual safety meetings. Some workers just refuse to replenish their truck with sand and leave this for the next driver to do when their shift starts. At one time, myself and another driver petitioned the company to reserve MRS2 for us at night partially due to the sand restocking process being safe. Despite these complaints, they continued to build trucks that required this dangerous process until OSHA audited them. After the audit, they only fixed one truck while the rest remained exactly the same. If you are not in MRS 2, MRS 10, you have the right to refuse to restock your sand if it requires this extremely dangerous procedure. Until these hazards have been abated and certified to OSHA, if you're at Global 2, you have the right to refuse to climb the tower to check the sand levels due to the ladder being unstable, until the hazard has been abated and certified to OSHA. This is the process for loading sand from the sand tower inside the truck when you have to climb the tower, with the exception of using MRS 2 and MRS 10 where you can access the truck from the back. Now, here's pictures of the same tower at all the other locations. This is mobile rail sand silo at Global 1 at 1425 Southwestern Avenue at Union Pacific's yard. It's mobile rail sand silo. Mobile rail sand silo at Global 2 rail yard, which is 301 West Lake Street in North Lake. And mobile rail sand silo at their Bedford Park shop at 6530 South Laramie. It's the same process for all of those towers. The only difference is Global 2 has the wobbly ladder when you try to climb. Being that we gave the company ample enough time to speak with us or talk about how to come up with a solution for this particular problem, and they haven't communicated this with us. OSHA has. So I myself, will not be climbing that sand tower at all because I deem it as unsafe. Now, when I transfer sand into the locomotive engines, when it's time to restock, I would not restock because I would not climb that sand tower at all because I deem it unsafe. And I encourage the other employees and other workers, if you feel the same way about the sand tower, do not climb it. Do not climb the sand tower. Tell them it is unsafe. You do not feel safe climbing that procedure, and they have to come up with a different procedure for you to restock sand in your truck before you climb it again. I'm asking Mobile Rail to meet with us as employees, and we have our committee and we meet together and we discuss some of these issues and we work through it together so you can head this stuff off at the pass. No one wants to manage a company by crisis. You shouldn't manage a company by OSHA, DOT, and FRA, coming down on you. We can manage this together by coming together, meeting, discussing our issues, and having a safe working environment. But if you don't want to meet, you don't want to change, OSHA hit you, you pay the fines, and you still don't change the process, then that's disrespectful. It makes us feel that you have no regard for our actual safety.